Hey guys, this is Dan here for Bluecast Studios, and today I'm doing a tutorial on the 300 effect. So this is what we're trying to make. Alright, so first off, I should tell you that there's a couple things you need to do to prepare for this effect as far as the camera goes. So first off, you need to set your camera to the highest frame rate possible. And I'm using an HV30, and so there's a setting which is called HDV, but that's 60i, so that's 60 frames per second. So if you've got anything, a camera that films anything above 30 frames per second, make sure you set it to that. Other than that, just have a well lit scene and you should be good to go. Alright, so jump into After Effects, get your footage and drop it into a new composition. So find what you're going to be using, and going to be using this part. We did a bunch of test runs to try to find the best clip. So this one here was our best. Alright, so the concept of 300 effect is fairly simple. The main thing is tweaking it. So I'm going to show you how to get the basic effect, and it's basically up to you after that to really tweak it to how you like it and what you think looks really good. So first off, we're going to time remap it, and that's going to be the basis of the effect. So right click on your footage, go to time, enable time remapping. So what we're trying to do here is go slow until where he swings or does an action, go fast through it, slow down again, go fast through it, slow down again, go fast through it, and so on and so forth. And you should always watch the reference to what you're doing. So I watched a bunch of the 300 battle scenes first to try to get a feel for what they did, so you can try match that, and then you can also change it to how you like it. But that's the basic thing they did in 300. So to do this, I'm going to assume you know basic time remapping. So if you don't know how to do basic time remapping, I suggest you go to videocopilot.net, and Andrew Kramer has some good tutorials on time remapping. So anyway, I assume you know how to do this. So we're going to set keyframes, the front and end, and so right off the bat, yeah, I'm funny. He starts swinging right here. So we're going to go fast to there, then slow to about there, fast through a swing, slow to there, about there, fast through there, slow again, and fast through his kick. And you can get far more detailed with this. I'm just doing the basics. So right there, that's looking pretty good. Now what we want to do is squeeze the keyframes where it's supposed to go fast and stretch the ones where it's supposed to go slow. So between here and here, should go a little slower. Stretch those out a little bit. Between here and here, it should go faster. Squeeze them together. We'll squeeze all the fast ones together, and then we'll go to composition settings, make our timeline a little longer, say 15 seconds, so we have more to work with. And then we need to drag out the slow ones. So we'll select them all, drag that out, drag it out, and keep doing that. Alright, and then extend your footage over. So right now, this might take a little while to render. Oh, that's not too bad. Right now, this is what our effect looks like. Now, there's a couple things you will notice. First off, it goes really sharp and choppy into each of these. It goes slow and then fast all of a sudden, and we kind of want to ease that in. So to do that, you hold Control and you just click on the keyframes, and this will just make a nice easy ease keyframe. If you look at the graph, you can see what it's actually doing. It's just kind of ramping those together. So once you do that, it'll get a little smoother transition in there. And the other key part of this is frame blending. So if you watched yours or you watched this one, you'll notice that it's quite choppy and it really doesn't look very smooth, even though this is filmed with 60 frames. And ideally, I'd have a camera that filmed, I don't know, 400 frames per second, but I don't have that kind of money. So I'm going to use After Effects built-in plugin or preset, not really, it's just part of it, and it's frame blending, and this is extremely helpful. So you click this here to enable it for the comp, and then click here to enable it for the footage. And there's two types of frame blending. There's this one, which explains it there, and then this one. I don't know exactly what the difference is, but I do like the results with the second one. So make sure it's set to the slash to the right. Alright, so now it gets really render time heavy, at least on my computer. So you're not really going to be able to see exactly what that's doing, but I guarantee it'll make it a lot smoother and make it look like it's not slow motion really, it's nice and smooth. So that's a very key element to this effect. Alright, so as far as the time remapping goes, you just got to keep playing with it, tweaking it, figuring out exactly what looks the best, how slow you want it to go, etc., etc. I can't really explain that to you. You just have to figure it out with your own footage. Alright, so another thing they did in 300 was zoom. Now, you don't want to just zoom into your footage because the quality really drops. So the way I do this, with trying to do as little quality drop as I can, is to change my footage to 720, because right now it's at 1080. So I go to composition settings, change it to 1280 by 720, and so this is 720p now. And what this is going to do, hold on, I gotta change it to square pixels. There we go. What this is going to do is, as far as YouTube goes, it's 720, so I can still maintain good YouTube quality by having 720p footage, and I'll have some room to work with scale here now. So you can see I can scale up to about here without really losing any quality. So that's what you do there.